In evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Chicago Bears and the San Francisco 49ers. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
First and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
This one just shy of the 40, down at the 39.
26.
Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down. This running game so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead him to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41.
Rippin there on the tackle.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
First carry now for David Montgomery. And he's going to take this one up only to about the 44-yard line. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5.
It's a game.
In today's NFL, you hear all the time about stretching the field and creating space in order to run plays. A toss play will help accomplish that because now you're pushing a defense to chase you all the way to the edges and to the sideline. That's a nice run, probing now early to try and get things done later.
Here's Foles. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Isaac Yedem picks it, and they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line. Last week, somehow they won. He threw all those picks, but they still won. Here, opening drive, unfortunately, he picked up where he left off.
Partner, you get a lot of extra patience when you find a way to win despite you making mistakes. But starting out again this game, that patience is going to wear thin really quick, and I think the guys on the defensive side of the ball will be the first ones to let him know that's got to stop.
A first down run there by Mostert as he'll get this forward for a gain of about 3.
The ball carrier.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
On second down, Mostert. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard.
Brings up 3rd and 8.
The Bears bring out an extra defender in the secondary now for 3rd down. From the gun, it's Trubisky. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
I'm not sure it made a difference on that play, but one thing to keep in mind, here in the early part of the year during a day game, the sun does play a factor on deep balls.
So on 4th down, here's the Australia native Mitch Wishnowsky to punt this one away. And here's a very low line drive, almost whiffed on it. Fielded at about the 28. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. Officially just 27 yards there on the punt. And the Bears take over. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
But how about going and telling your defense, thank you, a huge thank you. You said it didn't lead to points, stalled off that drive. Now they've got a chance to redeem themselves and maybe reward their defense a little bit by putting some points on the board on this one.
Almost able to intercept it. That's one he would have liked to have held on to on this first drive. Instead, second down.
To second and 10.
Second and 10 from the 33-yard line. They'll try the left side. Burton. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
So a 3rd and 9 and 6 defensive backs out there in the dime.
Patrolling the passing lanes.
And that will be incomplete.
That looks like it's going to be 2 empty possessions now to start this football game. I think they're going to have to sit down and talk about what worked for them last week in their win. Sometimes you over-game plan, overthink things. Get back to what works.
On the return is Pettis. 56 yards the punt that time, 12 on the return. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10.
15-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And a 3 and out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out with a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that first drive?
Sometimes it absolutely serves that way. You get a second opportunity. Nothing big happened. But then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go.
58 for Mike, 58 for Mike. Let's go.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Trubisky. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
58, right over there, Yeah. Mike, 58, right there. Yo.
Out of the gun, Trubisky. He'll get this into the hands of Mostert. Touchdown, 49ers! Raheem Mostert, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Niners have taken the early lead. Well, he's used to running it that distance. Here he had to catch it, too, before making the run. Heck of a play for the score.
There's not many things better for an offense than a back who's a complete guy who can run it and catch it. And we just saw him complete a big-time play for a touchdown.
And the 49ers grab a 7-0 lead.
Makes the score Niners 7, Bears nothing. Mitch Wishnowsky to kick off for San Francisco.
Here is Wishnowsky to boot it away following the touchdown. Taken in the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And it's been a rocky start for them thus far. They had the turnover and then the punt on those first 2 drives.
So there is optimism because they've improved, right? And turnover, you just noted it.
Punt's better than the turnover.
The punt is better on the second one. Now they're hoping to turn it into first downs and hopefully points.
2nd and 6.
From the 25, here's 2nd and 6. Now Foles. And his throw is incomplete.
Let's give some credit to the defensive guys on that play. Able to bat that one away. Sure looked like they were trying to hit the corner route.
And 6 yards to go.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Foles. Over the middle, complete. That's Kramer. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A Chicago first down there on a gain of 11.
Bears first down.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Mays. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Throwing back across his body. Picked off at the 49. That's not one that he's going to want to remember, but he had to get it out of the way at some point. His first career interception.
And if he's the guy that they think he is, he's not laughing it off, but he's also not going to let it affect him as the game proceeds. He's going to go back out there, still be the same confident kid, the reason that they drafted him, and go out and play.
Suddenly it's 1st and goal after the interception. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Kareem Jackson. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. On 2nd down, Montgomery. And he'll take this one up over the 20 to the 21-yard line. They'll get 4 on 2nd down, but it leaves them with 3rd and still 9 to go. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off around the 27. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at the 21-yard line.
On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. He's got the first down inside the 10. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Raheem Mostert with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And the 49ers add on to their lead. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead.
14. Bears nothing.
Here is Wishnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. Fielded in the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
They're on 20-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. They run. Montgomery. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. 9 good yards there on the run, and now 3rd down.
9 yards.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
That's complete to Mooney. And, boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. Oh, look at the juke. And he'll be out of bounds right around the 14. And that's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the 49ers will take over deep in their own territory. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. From the shotgun is Trubisky. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
A 7-yard.
Now that's staying ahead of the chains. Really good pickup on first down, hitting the tight end there. Now it brings up a 2nd and manageable.
Just found a hole in that zone. To throw again on 2nd down. Trubisky, blitz coming, and down he goes. Akeem Hicks at 6'5", 332 finds his way home for the sack.
Well, maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things that's gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget. Let's see what they draw up here. 3rd and long following the sack of Trubisky. Trubisky will throw. And able to haul it in is Kittle. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. So they come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Throwing here, Trubisky. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Brandon Faison. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line.
By the Bears.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. He'll let this go for the end zone. And he'll go down inside the 15 at his own 13-yard line. They are in an interception mood on defense. Had 2 nice interceptions a week ago. Now 2 here in the first half.
Yeah, we call it ball hawking. And the only way to truly be good ball hawks is not guessing. It's not just simply anticipation. It's study and understanding what they like to do and beating them to the spot and creating big plays.
Well, they're watching the film, and it's working. And he's going to lose yardage here back at the 8. So it goes as a completed pass, but they lose a full 5 yards. So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a 2nd and long. Here's Trubisky to throw. This one taken in by the former Baylor Bear, Jalen Hurd. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31. Now the big play pushes him all the way out to the 40 now for first down. Now it's Trubisky. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Jalen Johnson. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line.
By the Bears.
So that is 3 interceptions now in this first half, and you hate to ask the question, but let's be honest, we're thinking about it. Do you need to go in a different direction next series?
Potentially. We know that he's probably not going to be on the Pro Bowl ballot. That's not really his stature here. But he has been their starting quarterback for this game. So they've got to weigh things about who's behind him. Do they think he can snap it back into gear? Maybe change up the play calling to help him out a little bit.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. That is caught inside the 5. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. First target, first catch, and a first down.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Leads to 2nd and goal at the 3-yard line.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. They'll run for it with Montgomery. And he will make his way back to where he started from, and that's all, as we will make our way to the 2-minute warning. Coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this 2nd week of the regular season. Here is Montgomery on 3rd and goal. Oh, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. The offense is staying out there. Here we go on 4th and goal from the 1. They'll try and run for it. And he didn't get there. Knocked backwards to the 2-yard line. They stop him up short on 4th and goal from the 1. And his 49er defense stands tall down near the goal line. Now Trubisky back into his end zone. His throw incomplete. Brandon Ayuk, the one he was looking for. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
It certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They'll throw again from their own end zone. And going for Ayuk again. This time he's got him. And he is out of bounds all the way up near midfield. A big play there for the Niners. 47 yards.
Able to hit on a big play right there in the 2-minute drill. And now they've got a chance to use all the remaining clock and build on their lead right before halftime.
The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10.
Lock in, lock in.
Now Trubisky. Catch is made by Hurd. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Jalen Hurd, 51 yards. And the 49ers add 6 to their lead. Gold to add the extra point. And it is now 21-0.
Makes the score Niners 21, Bears nothing.
Here is Wishnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. A break there for this offense as they will get a chance to start at the 40-yard line.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. They'll look to throw. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Komet. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
Brings up
nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made it a nice, easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. The catch made by Miller. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 14 yards through the air. Caught the D off guard on 3rd and 1. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Montgomery on the counter. And he'll be taken down at the 34. 2 yards on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
On 2nd down now, it's Montgomery. And still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. Now the Bears going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
A 55-yard attempt.
And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on 1st down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
Now Trubisky on 1st down. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Trubisky.
Eddie Jackson picks it.
By the Bears. They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 48-yard line.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 48. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock. Cole Komet, the intended receiver. And now it's 2nd down. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. And he can't hang on. He had a good shot there for his third pick of the game. Instead, it's third down.
It's third down.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. They'll throw now on the final play. And that is incomplete. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman. It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the second half. Jerick McKinnon now to return. A lane opens here. He's past the 30.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
Game situation. Let's go. No.
They'll start the drive with Drake. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. The All-Pro in 2 positions. Khalil Mack there to make the stop.
That's a really good gain right there. They pick up 5 yards halfway to a first down. The only problem now in the huddle, everyone's going to want to touch the football.
And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. Eddie Goldman with a sack.
They need to stop to get back into this game, and here's one right to start the third quarter.
Yeah, anytime you go to the lockers with that 2-3 score deficit, you're right. You need that stop, get the football back, and they've done just that.
Series to series, play to play.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Give them 22 there on the 3rd down conversion. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Now a draw play with Drake. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
At the Bears' 44-yard line.
From the 44, Trubisky. That's complete to his receiver, Pettis. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line.
Brings up 3rd down.
They'll try and run here with Mostert. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. It's a first down following a gain of 3.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now throwing on first down and completing it. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. That catch good for only a couple. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down.
Here we go again. He's checking.
Now Trubisky to throw. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down.
11-yard line.
Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
And now here is another interception. Picked off down near the 5. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
And some room for him there as he'll take this up to about the 15. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. on second down and 4. Foles. And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line. D Ford able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
And instead, they want to throw it off play action. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Here comes the Bears punter now as he's on to kick it away. Oh, they're up, and they will score. It's a 49er touchdown.
Well, they didn't have their normal cushion there in order to punt the ball away. It leads to a lot of anxiety for the team kicking the football.
But for the punter, you know that you've got to get rid of that quickly there. Not quick enough.
And also, not stepping behind you and stepping over the end line for a safety. That one gets blocked, and it's 6 points.
Mitch Wishnowski to kick off for San Francisco.
Here is Wishnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. Taken in the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
Their own 21-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Credit the sack to Shaquem Griffin.
So if we recount real quick, he had the touchdown earlier, and now he comes up with the sack here. No doubt about it, he's having himself a game.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. He's going to be brought down back at his own 6-yard line. Nick Bosa, he's the one that drops him this go-around, and that pass rush getting strong here. Back-to-back sacks. '49ers have an extra defensive back on the field. A nickel set for 3rd down. Boy, and now they can't even get a play off. They're inching closer and closer here to the wrong goal line.
When you're backed up like that, all you're trying to do is make sure you don't give up a big play, right? You don't miss an assignment that really gets you into more trouble.
After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long. That's caught by Trey Quinn. And down he'll go at the 25.
Complete to Trey Quinn.
I don't know how many times, not just in my playing career, but you and I working together, have we ever heard a coach say, you know, I just don't have that play on my call sheet. And that's really what we had here. That was a big hole they were trying to get out of.
Yeah, big gain, still a ways to go, though. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They'll start on the ground with Mostert. And nice yardage right off the bat here as he's up to about the 24-yard line.
Mostert, the ball carrier.
Eddie Jackson with a tackle.
26. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
Show it up. Show it up. Hey, 18.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Trubisky on the slant, able to find Ayuk. 30, 20, 10, touchdown, 49ers. 3 touchdown passes now for Mitchell Trubisky. And this offense continues to pour it on. And sometimes those slants, they can be so tough to defend after the catch. It just happens so quickly.
And really, what gets set up there is how quickly everything happens. Ball's out of the hands of the passer in a hurry, and he just takes it and goes.
And he went all the way into the end zone. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
First and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Offensive line wasn't set. There's the flag, and 5 yards back they go.
Quarterback has to look around and make sure that his team is ready to go. Sometimes the quarterbacks go faster than is necessary.
And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. Second down and long. They'll keep pounding here with Montgomery. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. He lost 2 there, and it's third down.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
The Bears on third down. They've converted just twice and have had plenty of opportunities. This is going to be 3rd and 13. They run the counter. Montgomery. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33. 9 yards on the carry, but it's going to lead to a 4th down.
A gain of 9 on the play, but it brings up 4th down.
Here comes the Bears punter now. Remember, though, he did have one blocked earlier. Here comes Pettis on the return. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the offense will come back out deep in their own territory. So well done there. And these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do. And now it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want to, like a good golfer can check one up.
And a short pickup here as he'll get across the 10 to the 11-yard line.
That was a pretty good job defensively to hold them to a 2-yard run, but I've got to think this offensive line, they're asking their quarterback for a different type of a run, one that they rely on, one they have confidence in, one they feel like they can block.
Now a throw here on 2nd down, and that's complete. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. 15 yards on the play, 1st down.
26-yard line.
Mostert. He'll have a 1st down past the 40. Accelerating, and off he goes. Touchdown, 49ers. Raheem Mostert, his 3rd touchdown of the season, all coming in this game. And the 49ers continue to roll. Now, this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
The score, Niners 42, Bears 3.
Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. Taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
25-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
8 yards.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Here's Foles. And this will be caught by Mooney. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
A gain of
14 yards into Chicago, first down.
You always worry about those smaller receivers running through that gnarly patch of land in the middle of the field. But he did a really nice job there holding on to the football and protected himself as best he could while completing the play.
13.
They go play action here on first down. And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12. That's the danger, Charles, of running plays like this for your wide receiver. They can hit big or they can be duds.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that, because if they're forced to try and go around defenders behind the line of scrimmage, sometimes you can give yardage in order to gain it. But in this case, they gave yardage and didn't get it back.
That's complete to Mooney. And he's got this down to the 35. The Bears on the move. They've got another first down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. On first down, Mays. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked by Tarvarius Moore. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. CD, this defense, man, at this rate, they're just having fun out there right now.
And normally with this type of a lead, if you're a starter on defense, you're saying, hey, let the other guys play. But with this going on, no one wants to come out of the game. They all want their shot at picking off a pass.
After the interception, here's Trubisky. He'll fire this deep for... That's caught at the 25. And he finally goes down at the 23-yard line.
1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Now a nice play defensively on first down as this is knocked away and incomplete.
They're certainly not letting up on the pressure in this one, and oftentimes you hear this expression, all gas, no break from defenses. But in this case, it's the offense still throwing the football up big in the fourth quarter.
That's going to be caught. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down. And now he's closing in on 450 yards passing.
That's an incredible number. I mean, you're talking about the best defenders in the world that you're trying to throw the ball against, and you're creating that type of a number. Fantastic job, fantastic performance. And he's going to have to ice up his arm afterwards, too. As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. Looky here, Trubisky wants to throw it. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Khalil Mack. And he'll bring it all the way back, just a yard or 2 shy of midfield. Well, all I can do up here is just shake my head. I mean, 6 interceptions. I cannot imagine what he's thinking between the ears right now.
Well, just think of how it is for his teammates, because after the first few, you know they're going over to him, hey, we'll get them next time. Now they're probably a little bit frustrated. And if you're a receiver, you're thinking to yourself, any ball that's in the air, you become receiver and defensive back. You've got to go compete for the ball so that you don't get another one picked off.
Foles. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Brandon Williams able to run him down for a loss of 12 that time.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
Here's a throw out wide to Quinn. Now, those linemen, of course, can't be more than a yard downfield when a pass is thrown, and they might have been able to call that on a couple of guys there.
Let's go, great. Pick it up, defense, let's go.
On 2nd down, it's Burton. And look at this, for the 2nd straight play, the 49er defense drops him for a loss. Call it a loss of 6 on the play. And it's going to be 3rd down and forever.
Today's final
Big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the 49ers, they at least get the win here to earn a split of their first 2 home games. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Los Angeles Rams. Meanwhile, for Chicago, they will fall to 1-1. And they'll try to rebound next week as they head to Heinz Field to take on the Steelers.